ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
What's up, bro? Spike, Ravens fan, represent. Ready to get this draft started, man.
Hell no, man. Get out of here, man. We got a Ravens fan in the flock now. I don't like it. The energy feels off. Another host that we have representing the New York Giants, man's looking snazzy, welcoming Jason Zegan. How you doing, brother?
What up, boys? How you doing?
Good, man. Welcome.
Happy draft night.
So long announcing that pick, but I'm glad they went Fields.
Andy Dalton just got paid a free $10 million, but he lost his job.
Oh, you're right about that. Andy Dalton, he was pronounced the starting quarterback like 2 weeks ago.
Bye-bye, Andy.
We were just talking about this, how there's no
give him a year to
loyalty.
sit behind Andy Dalton? I don't know.
Bye-bye, Andy.
Oh, my Lord.
Bro, it's about correcting our mistakes, bro.
With the fourth pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. 4-0, baby. 4-0, baby. We're on a roll. Good decision, fellas. Whoever picked Kyle Pitts, you guys are smart men. Hey, check this out. And then send him back to the crowd. They're like,
Hey, take a look at the pick. You're the first Bengal fan to know.
what happened, Johnny? He's like, you'll see.
Here we go.
Three, two, one.
I'm not fucking leaving!
All right. Let's get it going. It is Saturday, so you know what time it is. Brand new show by the Rick T platform, Cookouts and Fistfights, episode 2, hosted by yours truly, Justin Sanchez. Let's get it. So yeah, man, we're coming off of UFC 266 last Saturday. Volkanovski is still the champion. Me and Pablito broke it down last weekend, and it was a crazy fight. That's one of the best fights I've ever seen. Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega. Just crazy, man. Ortega had him in a guillotine and then a triangle choke as well, which that's what Brian Ortega is known for. His nickname's T-City, which is Triangle City. And then he gets the guy in his signature submission and doesn't seal the deal. But Alexander Volkanovski slips out. I don't know how, man. Like the BMF he is, and just beats the crap out of Ortega. What's up, Jello? Thanks for stopping by, man. Let's go. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Our Saturday night ride for tonight is Las Vegas, baby. UFC Las Vegas. The prelims tonight, pretty popping, man. It's about 7 prelims. We're on the 4th prelim right now. I am 1-2 with my picks. I'll go ahead and show you guys here my picks right now. Got the first one right, Perez. I lost the next one because Egger won, and then I lost the next one because Silva won, and now we're into the next one. Smith versus Molkaverv. This guy Molkaverv, however the heck you say his name, he used to train, or he does train with Dan Hooker and them. I'm pretty sure. So, he's a dog, and I can't wait to see this one. So it's coming up now. If you want to tune in on ESPN Plus, it is on now. So yeah, go check them out. But getting back into it, one fight that I am excited in this prelim bout is Valentina Shevchenko's younger sister, and Antonina or something like. Yeah, I think it's Antonina. She's fighting, and I'll go ahead and say that she's not as good as her sister. That just goes to show that I don't know if anybody's as good as Valentina Shevchenko, but she's definitely up and coming. The girl she's fighting, I seen her just post to Twitter say, "See you on the other side." Like she knows she's going in there to fight like a badass lady. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for that one. I'm excited to see who wins that, and I'm here for it, and I'll be watching. So go ahead and drop in chat who you guys got for these prelims, and if you've been watching or not, what's been your favorite fight so far? So far, mine had to be the first one. Alex Perez, I guess he's been taking a break, and then he gets in there, chokes the guy out, gets a submission, and wow, it was crazy. Yeah, it was nuts. Alejandro. So yeah, let's get into this main event. I got a lot to talk about here. Going into the beginning of the cards, we got a couple bangers here, and this is a longer stretch of a main event, which is always good. Thanks Dana White. We like that on a fight night. All 5 Saturdays here in October. One being my birthday. Hey, let's go. It's gonna be lit. They all have fight nights, and it's gonna be a good October. So thanks, Dana. So let's get back into this main event here. First one, Alex Hernandez versus Mike Brendan. I'm looking at. Eric, if we can just pop up the picks, let's just go through them that way. So here we go. So we got Hernandez versus Breeden. So as you guys can see, I got Hernandez here in this one. Serkova versus Chikotto. I'm not familiar with either of these fighters, so I went ahead and took the Canadian here, Serkonov. Hopefully doesn't disappoint me, and I hope that's a banger. These next 3 fights I do know a lot about, so let's get into them. I know Alex Oliveira is coming off of a loss. He did fight this year, back in July, and he's coming off a loss due to a submission. So he just got tapped out, and coming back off of a loss like that, you're always kind of hungry. And this guy's a what do you call it, like a journeyman fighter of the division and of the UFC. So it's going to be real interesting to see. And then on the other side, Nico Price, who I have chosen to win, the American, he's a journeyman fighter as well, and he's coming off of a loss. He hasn't fought since last year, and it's just going to be crazy to see him back in the ring and getting it done. And I just can't wait to see that one either. I think that one's going to end in a decision, honestly. I don't think either of those guys are going to be to knock each other out, and I don't think either of them are going to give one another the opportunity to come in and take a submission on them or anything like that. So, yeah, man, I'm really hyped for that one. This next one, Kevin Holland versus Dawkins, man. This one, I'm going to go ahead and make this one my grilling point of the card. This one has to be grilled up right here, man. It has to be broken down, and it has to be served up right. Kevin Holland, man, he was on the uprise. He was grinding really, really, really hard, man. Grinding really hard. He had a fight against Vettori, lost. Had a fight against, I want to say if he would have beat Vettori, he would have fought Adesanya, because Vettori beat Kevin Holland and moved on to fight Adesanya. So, you know what I mean? He had the opportunity to go for that championship belt, but he lost 2 in a row. But the crazy thing about that is, and why it's my grilling point, is because before he fought Vettori, he fought Derek Brunson. And the fact that he fought Derek Brunson is crazy, because Derek Brunson is running through the whole UFC division right now at middleweight, hunting for people's heads. He fought Derek Brunson. Then he fought Marvin Vettori, lost both of those fights. But it was a 3-week notice between both of those. So after he lost to Brunson, after a 5-round fight night, then in the next 3 weeks, he fought Vittori, another badass dude, who the winner of that ended up fighting Adesanya. So now, you know what I mean? I'm just like, man, he really grinded to the top, really kind of was on the skyrocket, and now he's going down. And tonight he's fighting Dawkins, so I expect him to put on a show against Dawkins and really kind of show everybody why he deserves to be kind of a main name. And he's fun to watch, man. If you haven't watched Kevin Holland fight, he talks a lot of shit. One of his main knockouts is one of the coolest ones I've ever seen. I'll post it to the social medias later. He's literally on his back getting beat up. He's talking to the guy. He's like, man, I think I seen this in the dream. And the guy's like, doesn't want to hear it and he's trying to punch him, but he's swaying, dodging. The dude's obviously tired. And then he just stands up. But as he's standing up, he just clips him one good time. Bam. Hits him right in the jaw. Dude falls. And then he just hits him a couple more times. Boom, boom, boom. And they call it a TKO. And it's all at the end of the round. And it was during COVID, so there was nobody in the stand. So you just got pure commentary. Just a raw fight, and it was amazing to see. It was crazy. So yeah, let's move on to the main event. Johnny Walker versus Santos, man. I don't know too much about Santos. I won't even lie to you guys. But I do know a little bit about Johnny Walker. The guy's an animal. He's coming off of a win last year, and this will be his first time back in the arena in about a year, if I'm not mistaken. Go ahead, drop it in chat if I am fronting on you guys, if I am capping, but I don't think I am. So yeah, man. Yeah, he's coming in here and he's got something to prove because Johnny Walker's on the championship rise, kind of like how I was talking about Holland. So expect him to come out, be very violent, and be swinging for the fences because he is the underdog in this one. Which brings me to our next segment. Let's move on to it, man. The underdog of the card. Let's go. First underdog we got here, man, Johnny Walker, of course. Right now, I believe that his over has changed from that plus 132 to this plus 130. But I'm not too sure. We might have to double check. But yeah, he's the underdog. He's going to be coming out trying to prove his name even more than he already has. He's a crazy fighter. I don't know if you guys watch it, but he also treats people with respect. But his main thing that he's known for is giving people these super crazy eyes and looking all mean and stuff. And then, then he's nice at the end of the day, but he's very fundamental and he's like a foreign specimen. This is a really old picture. So if you see him now, when you see him tonight, he's going to look a lot more jacked than that. So yeah, man, let's move on to the next underdog. Antonia Shevchenko. Like I said, man, this is Valentina Shevchenko's little sister. It's cool to see her, and it's cool to see another duo fighting in the game. You got the Diaz brothers, and then now you got the Shevchenkos. So it's really cool to see. And I'm really rooting for her because I like the Shevchenkos. I like Valentina a lot, and I'd like to see this girl Antonia step up her game a lot. And I'd really like to see an upset here with these bets because I believe in my picks that I did select her, and I do have Walker, so that means I did take the underdog. So that means my bets should be looking nice if that comes out. You know what I mean? So I got Valentina winning this one, and I got Johnny Walker winning this one as well because I think that'll be a nice fight, and it's gonna be a fun one to watch. So yeah, we're gonna get to a commercial here, and then after the commercial, we're gonna get into some future fist fights and some favorite fighter news. So stay tuned, and we'll get at you after this.
Y'all want to have a dance battle?
He freezes.
Bro.
Oh, shit. Yo, New York's getting it poppin'.
Chicago, what you got?
Hey.
Oh, Tennessee!
Tennessee!
Sacramento! LA!
Oh my god, this is way off.
Minnesota!
No, bro, I'm shutting this down. Let's move on.
Jacksonville! rapper right here. Hey, let's hit Kansas City.
I can do that one.
Hey. Dang it.
Hey, you gotta pull up.
Hey, let's hit Montana. Shit, Montana's going stupid. Brooklyn.
Nah, bro. Sit the fuck down, bro.
New Jersey.
Damn.
Denver. This is the Reiki Podcast, Season 2, Episode 19. I am your host, Eric, along with Jello Retro to Tony Cage. We are out of here.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Eric, Tony, Jello, and Justin from the Rick T Podcast, where we have something to say.
The Rick T platform is officially live this weekend.
And we can't wait to see you there.
Sports fans, gamers, and podcasters are all welcome. Come on down and let's get you some fame.
Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Tried out the bando. 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 Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Tried out the bando. Got two like Rambo. Got bird like Birdman. Got white like Lindsay Lohan. Made 100 sad all the pussy fans. On the corner serving grounds. My nigga be on the block hard. My nigga be serving that hard. Got bricks like Shaq at the free throw. You can call my phone. Got no prices for the hello. Don't knock at my door. I don't wanna talk to you. Got them bricks for the hello. I will serve you. In the bando, put it up. Got them bricks in the wall and in the floor. Piece of real way I'm playing with the dough. If the band wanna talk, I just tell them I don't know. Fuck 12. Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Tried out the bando. 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 Trapping out the house with the boys on the windows. Trapping out the house with the boys on the windows. Trapping in the vacant. Serving all my patients. Get it from the Haitian. Smoking loud, my eye look Asian. Getting to the money, running to it, trying to chase it. Like it when she make it. Cook it when she naked. Throw it in the microwave, baby, crocker how I bake it. Trapping in the meadow. Big guns like Commando. Flip it like a sando. One bitch, she look like J-Lo. Get a brick from Venezuela. Me the plug, his name is Pedro. Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Trapping out the house with the boys on the wonders. Tried out the bando. Tried out the bando. Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. Spread their racks on the chain. My bitch love do cocaine. I fuck a bitch, I forgot her name. I can't buy in the weather.
I don't care how good you are at anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody. Right. You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up on the slightest struggle without discipline. 100%. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote. Mm-hmm. And if you can do that, you can be successful in anything.
You normally are.
Well, you heard it from the best there, Mike Tyson, man. He said motivation is key, essentially, and You know what I mean? You could do anything you put your mind to. And Joe Rogan was just like, damn, 100%. And you heard him. He said, mm-hmm. That was my favorite part of it. That, mm-hmm. That was, it's funny, man. Mike Tyson, dude, he's the GOAT. He's out there knocking fools out still. And I don't know, man. I just love to hear it. And I like listen to like 10 of those a day just to try to get through it, try to get through the day. And just keep it rolling, you know what I mean? Keep it pumping. So let's move on to our next segment, which is future fist fights. All right, man. What we're talking about here is same thing we were talking about last weekend, but I like this one a lot. Future Fury versus Wilder. That would be wild, huh? If you have Future out there versus Wilder, that would be nuts. But we got Fury versus Wilder. It's the third time these guys are meeting up. I think Wilder's going to knock him out. Wilder's obviously the heavy underdog in this. This is next Saturday, I want to say. Yeah, next Saturday, October 9th. It's just going to be crazy. Pay-per-view. Going to be a lot of good bouts on the undercard. I think that's going to be the fight that we're going to break down next week on Cookouts and Fist Fights, but we shall see. I will let you guys know. I got to check it out. You know what I mean? Talk to some people, and we'll get back to you. But like I said, Wilder's is a heavy underdog, and as of now, you know, I don't think he's going to come out in the big heavy suit. I don't think there's going to be none of that because that was a heavy excuse he used last time. Obviously, Fury's a lot bigger than him. But Wilder's been there before, 2 times to be exact. Knocked him out the first time. Fury's kind of on a roll, but I could definitely see this going Wilder's way, and I hope it does. So, man, I can't wait for that, and I can't wait for that to happen, man. So let's move on to the next future fist fight. We got Sean O'Malley here, and this is something I've been wanting to talk about a lot because Sean O'Malley is one of my favorite fighters. So he's been calling out a lot of people, man, just trying to get a fight. I know he's been booked since his last fight to fight in December for sure. His last fight was versus Chris Motino about a month and a half ago, 2 months, and he beat the brakes off of him, bro. So broke all kinds of records and stuff like that. It's just crazy. So he tweeted at Peter Yan, who's a dangerous guy, who's about to fight Corey Sandhagen now for the interim belt while Aljamain Sterling rests up, heals up, you know, whatever's going to go on with him. Hope to have him on the show in the future soon or something, trying to reach out. That would be sweet. But yeah, he called out Peter Yan, and then he calls out Dom. And if you guys don't know Dominic Cruz has been up there with the best of the best. So that's dangerous for Sugar too. So all this is saying to me is that Sugar's calling out the best of the best. He's feeling at the top of his game, which as he should. So he's feeling like he can go up there and snatch that belt. A lot of people are saying, which I agree with, like you can't be not ranked and then just go up and grab the belt. But I mean, in that division, he's proven himself time and time again. And people will say he's fighting cans. In that last fight, he did kind of the same thing. He wanted all these people, Dom, Pedro Munoz. Obviously can't fight Peter Yan right off the bat, but maybe a Corey Sandhagen. I've never really heard him talk to any smack about Corey Sandhagen, to be honest. But you know, Sean O'Malley, he's proven himself that he's not afraid to go up against these big, you know, well-known people and, you know, go 3 rounds with them to get a shot. But now, today, it has been announced to answer my question, who is next for O'Malley? Boom. Let me read this to you, folks. This is from Sean O'Malley's Instagram, Sugar Sean MMA. Dope page, dope TikTok, all that, man. You got to check him out. Guess who's back again. Sugar's back. Tell a friend. A little shady action there. A little slim shady action there. But we got the Suge Mobile Arena, December 11th in Las Vegas, a.k.a. the T-Mobile Arena, as you know, against number 15th ranked Raulina Palvi. And then he even tags the guy, King Palma, because he's like, here, man, like, this is who I'm fighting. Let's go. Man, I looked up this dude. This dude, Raulina Palva, he's ranked number 15, like Sugar says. He's 17-3. So I don't think it's gonna be like any walkover. The guy's only knocked 4 people out. He's only been knocked out once. I think he has 3 submissions. So I mean, he could finish people, and he's only been finished once. So we'll see what Sugar can do. A lot of people will question Sean O'Malley's wrestling, but he's never really had the opportunity to showcase it. He's been injured twice in fights. One, I was actually with Eric. We were watching him and Cheeto Vera were going ham, and he kicked in the leg, got a dead leg, and fell to the ground, got the break speed off of him, and it's almost like a no contest, but the Sugar Sean sports affiliation looked it over, and it's a no loss. You know what I mean? So he's 14-0 going into this fight. Hopefully he'll hop into the rankings, and then who knows who will have to fight next to earn his way up to the championship. But that's really exciting, man. So let's get into the next one of my favorite fighter news, man. This was really, really exciting. It's the Gamebred Fighting Championship. This is the second one that Gamebred Jorge Masvidal has hosted. This one, the main event was these two cats right here, heavyweight bout, Ivy versus Nicholson. So I went and looked up this Ivy guy. His name's like the Ivy's the bigger dude on the left with like the penciled in beard, no neck, all these tats. He comes out as like a serial killer every time. So like sometimes he'll come out as like Michael Myers or stuff like that. Like all these guys who fought last night are really well known in like the amateur leagues and stuff like that. Just don't have they're pro fighters, I should say. I didn't mean to say amateur, but I mean these guys are really, really good, but they just don't have the same kind of like shot, I guess, as the UFC. I bet some of them have been in the UFC, but man, what I seen last night was crazy because they're giving a tribute to how the UFC used to be fought, which is no gloves, just bare knuckles, just going ham. And all that stuff's fun, and it's really fun to watch. But whenever you actually see it, man, it's actually kind of dangerous. It's like, whoa. So let's get into this main event. As you can see, back at that first picture there, if you look down at the clock, these are 5-minute rounds. So that's in the first 20 seconds. He's getting him on edge. This dude, Nicholson, aka the Spartan, is like way bigger than this guy, man, and is rushing him and just doing damage. Busting him up with elbows and all kinds of stuff, and it was brutal to see. And I was nervous for the guy that was getting beat up because I was like, shit, man, he's getting tossed around because he literally got knocked, hit the ground, spun, it's some type of roll. I don't know. It's like a kick out. He did like a kick out and then was telling the dude to come down to the ground, and the big dude was like, nah, stand up. As soon as he stood up, dude, he just boom, 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 rushed him, got against the cage. But the thing that was like making me nervous was he was pushing him into the cage and then pulling him back in and punching him at the same time. So all his momentum was just boom, boom, all bare knuckled. And then he was hitting it with elbows like this. So that shit was just slicing him up. He was beat up, and then the ref just ran in. Boom. So from the first one, it was about 20 seconds in. So yeah, he got beat up for about a good minute and 40 seconds. And he did not look the same. As you can tell, there's all that blood on him, man. That shit was crazy. Another crazy thing that happened that I've never seen happen before, this dude got a groin shot. So I know that's happened before. You know what I mean? They're fighting. Somebody goes to throw a leg kick. Boom, bam, hits him in the groin, right in the cup. They get a good complimentary timeout, injury break, and they're real injured and, probably going to have to piss blood or something. I don't know. But in this fight, I've never seen anything like this happen before. Gamebred FC 2, presented by Jorge Masvidal. This dude got kicked in the nuts and then started throwing up. And then threw up everywhere. Got up. They cleaned it all up. And then he finished the fight. But he lost. But I was just dumbfounded at the fact that he really got kicked so hard. I thought they were gonna call the fight like an injury, like, you know what I mean? So I didn't know what was gonna go on, but man, I'd never seen anybody get kicked in the nuts so hard that they were throwing up, and it was sad to see. But that was like some real like gladiator ass shit. And what was really crazy is they kind of like, it reminded me of UFC 4 the game, because people were coming out in like the gladiator shorts, or they were coming out in like ballet voodoo shorts, so they were coming out in just like jean shorts and shit. Like they were just going out there and fucking people up. Like I thought I seen a guy in a damn sweatpants or suit pants or something. I don't know, man. He was in there fucking shit up though, and it was crazy. And I was there for it. And shout out Jorge Masvidal, man. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. So yeah, man, it's kind of a shorter show today. I got the fights on. I got a lot of college football on. We got a lot going on. We didn't have really too many people engaging in chat, which is okay, because they're all probably saving all their comments for tonight at The Rick T Podcast. Yep, you heard it here first, man, and probably on all our Twitters and Facebooks and last week and, the past year. You've probably heard it every day that the Rick T Podcast, baby, is live at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Eric, Jello, Tony, the boys, they'll be over there breaking everything down. NFL to college football to some drama, just to some good heartfelt stuff, man. So I just can't wait for that. And I know you guys can't wait for it either, man. So we're going to get it popping and we're going to get you guys over there. And we might be doing some giveaways here soon. So you guys really got to tune in, drop some comments, and yeah, man, let us know you're listening. And yeah, so that's the show, man. I think we're going to get into maybe a little who's calling real quick because nobody tuned in. So now's the perfect time. But you know what? That's just a little premiere, for anyone who's watching right now. That's a little something that we might be doing in the future and stuff like that. So if you're watching, you got a little heads up. And if you're not watching, keep your head on a swivel because I'm going to be calling for you. Peace.